We joined Leigh. Nice to see you again, mate. Check out his Cossie powered Mark 1. Really cool boot install. Yeah, loving the black door handles. Cossie YB. But yeah, definitely my dream setup. Let's have a look at Leigh's other Escort. Absolutely loving the look of this thing. And you were saying that this was painted outside your house?
Yeah, awesome. Flies and all.
Really nice fuel pump and filter setup. Here's a fast charger for your phone. Can't beat an ST170 powered Escort. Well, unless you've got a Cossie powered one, of course.
Oh, mate. I want a Cossie.
Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes and today I'm going to see another subscriber to the channel to check out another couple of cool cars. My beautiful girlfriend Kat is with me. She's piloting Roger, the plastic Fiesta, and today we're going to see Leigh, who was actually on my club stand at Santa Pod last year with one of his super cool old school Ford Escorts. But today we're going to have a closer look at that car as well as another cool old school Ford Escort that he owns. We've already stopped off for an obligatory Costa coffee on the way. It looks like the sun's come out, which is nice, and Kat's just gone the wrong way. But we'll catch back up with you when we get to Leigh's place. All right, so we've made it to a secret place somewhere in the English countryside where we joined Leigh. Nice to see you again, mate. Thanks for inviting us round to check out your cars. Now, Leigh's got this really cool four-door Mark II Escort for us to check out, which I haven't actually seen before, apart from the pictures that you've been sending me online and stuff when we've been chatting. But first, let's check out his Cossie-powered Mark 1 that was actually on my club stand last year at Santa Pod for the Ford show. Check this thing out. Bubble arched Mark 1 Escort in orange. Looks awesome in orange. As I say, it has got a Cossie YB in the engine bay, which we'll have a look at in a minute. But there's so many cool details around this car to check out. Look at the aggression on the front end with the lower front spoiler. You can just see the huge intercooler in there behind the grille and the front panel. This car is deckled up as a Mexico. It's got the vents on the bonnet and the aero catches to hold the bonnet down. But yeah, what an awesome bit of kit. It was really cool to see this on my stand last year. The wheels, what wheels are they, Leigh?
I think they're 8J Alicats.
Look awesome in black to match the black stripes and stuff. As I say, badged up as a Mexico. Look at the Perspex windows with the sliders. Even the rear quarter glass is Perspex, with these openings and a little flap inside there. We will have a look inside the interior in a minute. Really racy cockpit. Really like this detail on the rear bubble arch. Yeah, haven't seen that before on any other Mark 1. Got the fuel filler moved up to the C pillar. That's really cool. We will have a look inside the boot. It's got a really cool boot install. As you can see, it's got the spring type clamps to hold the boot down. I've actually got a pair of those to fit to moored to replace the rubber ones. But yeah, check out this install in the boot. Proper shaped alloy fuel tank. This car's running a swirl pot, a separate swirl pot. You've got the facet fuel pump there to pump the fuel into the swirl pot. And then over here, on top of the checker plate, you've got the high pressure fuel pump and filter. Obviously got the filler over here. And on the passenger side, got the battery, which has been relocated to the boot, and the windscreen washer bottle. So yeah, really cool boot install. Bit of carpet in there as well.
A little bit.
Add a bit of class. Yeah, awesome. I'll just go back around to the driver's side to show you inside the cockpit. Yeah, loving the black door handles. I'm a big fan of deleting the chrome on these cars. Yeah, check out this cockpit. OMP steering wheel, pair of Corbu bucket seats and TRS harnesses. Loving the switch panel in the middle, very rally-esque. Got a boost gauge mounted up there on the dash. As you can see, this car is fully caged. Awesome. Loving these sort of carpeted panels in the back as well to tidy things up. Got a fire extinguisher down there, just in case. Yeah, as I say, just a really, really cool, racy cockpit. I love it. But yeah, now we'll have a look at the really fun part of this beast. Let's check out the Cossie YB under the bonnet. Awesome. Cossie YB, still running the Cossie turbo and stuff.
When I bought it, I wasn't really happy with the power. I'd envisaged the Cossie to be like real rapid. I used to have a STI Subaru compressor, and I jumped in this and it didn't really do it for me. So I just bought a stage 1 chip from Burton Power, I think. You have to up the fuel pressure, different spark plugs, different actuator on the turbo. Yeah, and that changed it completely. So I think it should be about 280 horsepower.
Which is plenty.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it is a really tidy setup, like in the alloy rad. As I've already mentioned, you've got a big intercooler behind there. Really cool air filter hanging off the turbo. And yeah, I mean, I'm not that clued up with Cossie YB setups, but yeah, definitely my dream setup if money was no object. And you were saying you might be able to go for a little passenger ride in this in a little while.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Can't wait for that. But before that, let's have a look at Leigh's other Escort that he's got here. All right, so this is Leigh's Mordor Mark II Escort. Absolutely loving the look of this thing. And you were saying that this was painted outside your house?
Yep.
Awesome.
Flies and all.
Loving the front spoiler on it. Really need to get one of them for Maud, I think. These headlights look really cool as well. What are they, like aftermarket ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was square headlights.
Ah.
You know, like when I give you that grill?
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd have done it by now.
Yeah, Leigh did actually give me a round headlight grille at that Santa Pod show. It's actually still in the back of my dad's Mark III because I haven't driven that car since then. It'll definitely be going on either Maud or Heidi at some point, yeah. I totally forgot about that. Thanks again for that. Yeah, now this thing's actually got an ST170 setup in it. Really cool. I'll show you that in a little while. But yeah, car's still got like the chrome bumpers on it and stuff, although they are quarter bumpers. Chrome wing mirrors. Really interesting to see these on a Mark II. I've got these on my Mark I, although they're powder coated black.
Absolutely useless. You can't see nothing out of them.
You say that, but I actually modified Esther's ones so that they're kind of usable.
Oh, really?
I'll explain how in a little while. It's a bit of a bodge, as everything is that I do on my cars, but it does make them work a little bit better. Yeah, this is another car with a really, really cool cockpit, which we'll have a look at in a minute. There's a hint to what's fueling the ST170 in the bay of this thing. But yeah, actually really like this colour. What colour is it, Leigh? Is it Imperial or?
Yeah, Imperial blue.
Yeah, she's sitting on a set of mini lights, which look cool on any classic Ford. Ah, awesome. Leigh tells me this thing's got an even better boot install, so we'll check that out. Check out Leigh's fabrication skills now. Oh, awesome. Really tidy. Again, swirl pot and really, really nice fuel pump and filters set up. And yeah, Leigh's own made shaped fuel tank. I really like that. These fuel hoses are really cool with the black and red bits on them, with the red and the blue fittings. And you've got a battery in a box here as well. I
made a mistake because I ran the fuel hose in rubber braided through the cockpit, and I was like, yeah, smell fuel. So then I had to rip it all out and change it to PTFE lined hose.
Teflon, yeah.
And they're all new fittings. Yeah. That cost a...
Yeah, it definitely costs when you have to buy everything twice. Right, let's have a look inside the cockpit. Another really racy cockpit, aftermarket steering wheel. You can see the ME221 ECU mounted on the side of the carbon switch panel. Got the same push button switch panel setup as I've got on Maud. Loving these switches. Awesome. Got some more gauges up on the top of the dash there. And that over there is a fast charger for your phone. Really cool. I can see you've updated your fuse box as well.
Yeah.
On the kick panel, which is something that loads of you guys keep telling me I should do on my cars. Yeah, this car's got a pair of Cobra Monaco bucket seats, which actually look really cool in this sort of faux leather. TRS harnesses. This one's got a safety devices full cage, as you can see. And Leigh was telling me that unfortunately he now can't put his sun visors because the bar there gets in the way, which means he's got to wear his sunglasses every time he takes this thing out. Just like the Mark 1, this one's got a fire extinguisher in the back just in case, and again, really cool carpeted panels to tidy up where the rear seats would be. And if you look down here, we've got a hydro handbrake, which Leigh needs to remount to the tunnel because he recently put the tunnel razor plate from Retro Ford here just to give more room for the Type 9 gearbox, and he's got a quick shift for that. But yeah, awesome cockpit. Oh, another nice touch, the aftermarket window winders and these really cool fasteners for the door cards. That's pucker, man. And as the rear doors do still work, we'll give you a better look in the back. But yeah, got the harnesses attached to the roll cage properly. Now let's check out the heart of the beast. Yeah, this setup's actually quite similar to what I've got in Ester. So as you can see, ST170 lump running on Gen V throttle bodies. This has got the, is that a Retro Ford exhaust manifold?
Yep.
Yeah, this setup's got loads of Retro Ford goodies. As you were saying that you work quite close to Retro Ford, which is handy.
Yeah, about 400 yards.
Oh, nice. So yeah, got the Retro Ford water rail, Retro Ford engine mounts. This is actually running the World Cup cross member. Retro Ford sump as well, and very recently Leigh picked up this Retro Ford radiator, and as you can see he's got the Retro Ford hoses, which I'm a fan of. It's got a bias pedal box, still running a cable clutch though for your Type 9. Really cool strut brace. Unfortunately my strut brace doesn't fit with the ST170. I can see that yours is quite close.
Close, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really tidy setup. Have you had it on the rolling road yet?
No.
Yeah, in fact, Leigh's got a map off a friend that we're going to be loading onto the ME221 today to see if we can get this thing running so that it's ready to put on the rollers. But yeah, goes without saying, this is right up my street. Really like the painted rocker cover as well.
Come like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's really nice. Yeah, I had a bit of an issue when I tried to paint an ST170 rocker cover. The paint just cracked and stuff, and even the powder coat that I got put on it is starting to
A lot of people
crack.
struggle.
Yeah, I think they've got a lot of magnesium in the mix, which makes them really hard to weld and paint and whatnot, but yours still looks fresh. Pucker, mate. Can't beat an ST170 powered Escort. Well, unless you've got a Cossie powered one, of course. So yeah, Leigh's got to let the Cossie battery charge up for a little while. So while that's happening, we're going to have a play with the Mordor. He's just putting some coolant in the fresh radiator, some of which seems to be dribbling out on the floor. So yeah, nip that Jubilee clip up and then we'll start messing around with the ME221. It's actually a really smart rad, really similar to the original Mark 1 Escort RS2000 radiator, but obviously in alloy.
Put some more water in this.
Very similar to one I've got in Ester. Alright, so Leigh's actually currently cracking on with something over there that he's very kindly going to give me for Maud. We'll show you that a bit later. So while he's doing that, I'm going to crack on with loading this map that a friend has given him into his ME221 ECU. Now I've got it all hooked up. I've currently got his old map still in the ECU. So yeah, just going to load this map that someone's given him and see how well she runs. Alright, so I've just noticed that the throttle position sensor isn't calibrated properly. It's actually in reverse. It's showing 100% now, and then when I push it, it goes down. So yeah, obviously you need to recalibrate the throttle position sensor when you load a new map. So I'll just do that and we'll try again. We are all good, 0%. Push the pedal, 99, basically 100%. What we have noticed is the flaps in the throttle bodies aren't opening fully when we push the pedal down. So Definitely going to need to adjust the throttle cable at some point. But what I've done now is I've just cranked open the throttle flaps in the throttle bodies, and I've just gone and changed the spark plugs for a new set that Leigh had. The old ones were covered in fuel. It's evaporated now. We should be able to get this thing to idle at least, and then Leigh can mess around with adjusting the throttle cable another day, and then he's just got to recalibrate the throttle position sensor afterwards. Well, that was a bit better. I think we need to adjust the cable. It seems like it's a bit too tight. I didn't want to leave it running and let it redline. All right, so I've turned the revs down on the actual idle control screw. It's a bit better. All right, so it runs, it idles all right, but still not getting wide open throttle when we push the accelerator all the way down. Now, if we tighten the cable, that's just gonna adjust the idle, which obviously won't be right. So I think the little rod that goes between this bit and the mechanism that actually opens the throttle flaps, I think that rod needs to be lengthened because that is adjustable, and it will sort of change the ratio of the pedal between fully closed and fully open. I think that's all it needs doing, but yeah, engine runs with that other map on it, and idle's quite nice. So yeah, once Leigh gets the throttle cable arrangement working as it should, all he'll need to do is recalibrate the throttle in the Mighty software, which is really simple, and then yeah, this thing will drive sweet. All right, so Leigh's gonna move this beast out of the way, and then we're gonna go for a rip in the Mark 1. Hooligan. When he fired it up and warmed it up a little while ago, I was using his toilet and you can feel the whole house shaking. She makes all the right noises, doesn't she?
Well, this thing, yeah. It's rattly as Roads are well slippery.
Yeah. How long have you had this one?
2017.
All right. I know you were telling me off camera, we didn't really talk about it on film, like suspension on this. You've got a 6-link rear end,
yeah.
You're saying. What about the front suspension and all that?
It's got no anti-roll bar.
All right.
It's all skidded and, yeah, all the tricked up front.
Whoever built this put a lot of time and money into it.
I think you can tell it's had a few dinks and bangs and a few repairs. I think it used to be like a rally car or a track weapon or something.
Right.
Which is fun.
Yeah. This much power on leaf springs and that, yeah, it'd be a nightmare. It'll kill you.
You'd be gone. In the summer though, the road's sticky.
Yeah.
You have to really like hurt it to throw it sideways.
Oh, okay.
Stuff. Yeah, it's got so much grip.
But there's semi-slicks on there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're probably not really going to get the temperature in them.
No.
Like this time of year.
Thing is, you drive yours every day. I drive mine once every 6 months, so
yeah.
You have to sort of be careful on your first half an hour. End up looping out everywhere.
Like you say, I drive mine every day. Lately, it keeps braking.
Yeah.
But yeah, this power can get addictive, though, man.
It's just scary.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I need to change the diff as well, because the actual ratio, it gets an hour, and then it starts going.
Right.
It's real weird.
So it's like too long. You want something a bit more ready.
Yeah.
Oh mate, I want a Cossie.
Not bad for an old engine, is it?
Yeah, but they're still being developed now, aren't they? Like, it's just, I don't think they'll ever die. They're making billet blocks now, billet heads, like.
Yeah, if you've got 30 grand.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Not bad for an old banger.
Dream spec, mate.
I've done the Mordor because I want something with less power. You know, I want to be able to skid at like low speed, and because this thing can get you in trouble really quickly.
We didn't actually talk much about the suspension on that car. I know you said you got a welded diff in that one, which is going to be perfect for drift plates.
Yeah, that's literally standard.
Really?
Other than I've welded the diff, it's got gas gold shocks.
Yeah.
I've got a panhard rod kit for it that I haven't put on yet.
Cool.
And I want to get tramp bars like on Mod.
Yeah, no, tramp bars are well worth it.
I've got a ramp at my work,
so
I'll just get it on there when I can.
Oh, nice.
But I need to get it on the road first to do that.
Yeah. I've found I notice a difference with even just tramp bars. Like, you know what I mean?
You feel every bump though in this thing.
Yeah. It's not a Rolls Royce.
It's a shopping trolley.
I mean, it don't skit all over the place though, does it? You feel the bump, and you know, it's planted.
Yeah, it's planted.
Yeah. It's not like you're waiting forever for it to boost either, because you've got a stock, you know, Cossie turbo.
Yeah,
it's not laggy, is it?
No.
I enjoyed that, mate. Thank you.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
And as it goes, Leigh's got one more vehicle to show me before we get out of here.
It's a bit dusty. They're called a Locust 7.
Yeah, cool.
But literally the whole chassis is stainless steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad built the chassis in his kitchen.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Awesome, man. Little kit car.
But this is running more power than the Escort.
Okay. The Mark II Escort.
No, the Mark 1.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, this thing's ridiculous.
Blacktop Z-Tech Turbo.
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I thought you want to look at it.
Z-Tech Turbo. No, you said it was a blacktop. I don't think you said it was turbo. That's why I was surprised when you said it's more powerful than the Cossie. But yeah. Oh, mate, I bet this thing flies with that in there, man.
Next time you come round, I'll take you out in it.
What do you reckon it weighs, like?
But probably 600-700 kilos.
That's nuts. This thing's awesome. Yeah, a little Locust kit car based on the Caterham Super 7s, of course. Loving the John Player special colour scheme, the black and gold. Yeah, just like the Capri John Player specials. How's that for a racy cockpit? Literally just a sheet of stainless steel or aluminium with the gauges in there. It's obviously got a snap-off steering wheel. That steering cowling looks very Sierra. Yeah. Really cool seats with the Sparco harnesses. What seats are they? They look familiar.
Don't know.
Huh?
The toilet rolls in there for when you shit yourself, though.
Awesome. Wicked, man. And you and your dad put this together, you were saying to me earlier, innit?
Yeah.
And
well, mainly my dad.
Yeah.
I helped him with certain bits.
Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description of this video to another YouTube video which shows this car chasing
Huracan.
A Lamborghini Huracan. around the track. This kit car was white back then, but yeah, I can't wait to go home and have a look at that myself.
It's been yellow, blue, white, green,
yeah,
and now black.
all right. No, I like this colour scheme, man. Yeah, I've just noticed it's got a really wide mirror, so you can see what's going on behind you on track. And yeah, Leigh was saying it's got a quaif box in it as well. What a beast. What wheels are they? Oh, Revolution, some sort of Revolution rims on it. Yeah, I love the way that you can see the suspension on cars like this.
It's got a big old brake disc on the front as well, I don't know what they are.
That's pucker, man. So you reckon I can go for a passenger ride in this one day?
One day.
I look forward to that.
Just need to fix a couple of fuel leaks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We don't want to burn.
Yeah. Pucker. All right, Leigh, massive thanks for inviting us round. Really enjoyed myself today.
Me too.
Working on an old banger Ford Escort, going for a cruise in a Cossie powered Mark 1 Escort. Yeah, no, awesome. Before we do go, I've got some bits to show you guys that Leigh's very kindly offered to give me. Check this lot out. Now, I know loads of you guys have been saying that I need a better radiator for Maud, my Mark II Escort. And yeah, this thing is awesome, mate. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I know you've just fitted a nice blingy retro Ford one to your car, but yeah, no, really appreciate that. And speaking of radiators, Leigh's made up these pipes that he had when he had this radiator fit to the car, where, you know, if you need to drain the radiator, you can just undo this bolt. That's really cool. So yeah, instead of having, you know, one big silicone hose, you have small silicone hoses and then this metal piece. And today he actually welded in this bung so that I can run the pipe that goes through my heater. So yeah, can't wait to get all this fitted up, and yeah, it's definitely going to look better than the old rusty rag that I've got in there at the moment, and the ropey Volvo and Land Rover hoses that I've been using for ages. And yeah, this is a piece that, you know, similar, but for the top hose. And then over here is another thing that loads of people said that I should fit to my bike carbs, an air filter. So yeah,
it just needs the backing plate.
Yeah,
I think Dan
cool.
ST sell them.
Yeah, I'll see if I can incorporate that into my setup. And speaking of bike carbs, I've got this really cool thing to tune them. I've got a carb synchronization tool, but yeah, this is a proper bit of kit. And then over here, I've got an adjuster, which I can fit to Esther for the bias pedal box. Something that I've been meaning to buy. One of the huge list of parts I never get round to buying. And yeah.
There's the throttle cable for the Genvis.
Oh yeah, throttle cable for Genvis.
I think
Cool.
that's just some vacuum hoses.
Yeah, and then a catch can. Because Maud's catch can is currently Halford's cooler bottle. So yeah, no, I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you.
No problem.
For all these bits. And once I do actually pull my finger out and get cracking, working on my cars again, yeah, can't wait to get these bits fitted. So yeah, with that, we are going to get out of your way. Massive thanks again, and I'll chat to you online and stuff, and
yeah,
hopefully we'll catch up at some car meets in the summer as well.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah. Wicked, man.
Thank you very much. Cheers, brother.
Take care. Well, after a very enjoyable afternoon at Leigh's place, me and my beautiful girlfriend Kat are now heading to my parents' place because it's actually my dad's birthday today. It was awesome hanging out with Leigh today. He's a very lucky man to own 2 old school Ford Escorts, and yeah, that Cossie setup in the Mark 1 is awesome. Really enjoyed the passenger ride in Mexico out in his Mark 1 Escort, and yeah, can't wait to catch back up with Leigh and his cars at some point during the show season this year. And he is planning to take his Mark II to some drift days at some point, so yeah, it'd be really cool if we could both be out at a drift day going sideways together. So do let me know what you reckon in the comments of the cars that we got to check out today. I've got plenty more videos just like this coming up soon, where I go out and meet subscribers and wave my camera at some cool cars. But for now, I'm going to end this video here. If you did think it was any good, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Click subscribe to keep up to date with all my future uploads, and check the links in the description to follow me on social media, to check out my own website where you can get your hands on some official Marcus Hayes merchandise, or grab yourself some parts for your builds. And don't forget, if you don't see the parts that you require on my website, just drop me an email and I'll see if I can get hold of what you need from one of my trusted suppliers. I want to send a massive thanks, as always, out to my Patreons for your ongoing support. And if you do need to get in touch with me, my email address will be in the description, as always. But other than that, Until next time, from me and my beautiful girlfriend Kat, thanks for watching.